So first things first, what we discussed about is each loan program is going to be a little bit different in what they allow and don't allow. So I think this was the first thing that we and whoever's watching this needs to understand. Different loan programs are going to have a different set of rules, but the definitions that we're going to hit on first are pretty much the same across the board, but some have
Okay.
different left and right limits on what you can do based on the handbook and the rules and regulations put forth. Um, so the big thing is, right, a cosigner, you can have a cosigner on the loan, but they have no interest in that property, meaning that they are on the loan, but they are not on that deed. So they don't have any rights to that property, if you will, but they are on the hook for that loan. Now, a co-borrower, we have a few different definitions of that. We have an occupying co-borrower, which first and foremost is going to be, let's say you and somebody else are living together and you're on the application together. That is a totally fine and normal. It's what you see happen a lot of the time. Now, let's say that you have in this situation that we were discussing a family member wanting to help out, but they're not going to live at that property. So this is what we call a non-occupying co-borrower when it comes to just the definition across the board. Doesn't matter what loan program it is, that is a standard definition between your co-borrower and non-occupying co-borrower. One will live in the property as their primary residence, one will not be there whatsoever. So when we're looking at
Okay.
this, our co-borrowers, depending on the loan program, so FHA, they're going to be on the loan, so they're going to be subject to any possible liability with that financing. Then they're also going to be on the title for that property. So meaning that they have
Yeah.
ownership rights when it comes to using an FHA loan. So not only will they be responsible for that debt, they're going to be responsible for if that house increases in value and they want some part of it. So they are essentially have ownership interest in that property. Now, when we move over
Got
to
it.
conventional has a little bit different guidelines than FHA. So like we said earlier, if they are a non-occupying co-borrower, FHA wants them on that title and that deed, that note. Conventional can have it to where they are, depending on how it is, that they are not on the title, but they are on the loan. So it is really up to how the buyers want that loan set up. Maybe it is, a family member who just wants to help them with financing and doesn't care about the future proceeds from that house. They would
Yeah.
strictly be on the loan as a non-occupying co-borrower, but not on title.